Excellent. Okay, now that we are recording, we are here for the January 4th, 2023 zoning citation hearings. We have 9 items on the agenda. Good to be back, Counselor.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Attorney Gary Oberst. I'm the hearing officer today. To my right, representing the city of Norwalk, is John Hayducky, the deputy zoning inspector. When I call your matter, take a seat at the table. And if you're an interested party, even if you're not, you aren't here under a requirement, you can still come and take a seat at the table. You're also welcome to attend by Zoom or telephone. This procedure I follow will be: the city will present its findings. You will have an opportunity to be heard. I will hear any interested party. And when we try to reach a result that everyone is satisfied with, and if we fail that, I'll make a decision that may or may not satisfy anyone. If you have any questions, bring them to my attention when I call your matter. If anybody represented by counsel here?
Nope.
Okay, let's just go in order. Oops.
Oh,
What's that? Pretty cool.
thank you. Bam.
Is there anyone you want to move up front because it's faster or anything?
Well, first, let me just put on there because I have to. Sorry there, Steve, I'm ratting you out. City employee, blight officer for the city of Norwalk, Steve Ruski is here. May or may not be mentioning anything, but because he's an employee, we have to let people know that he's here.
So put him on first.
No, he's not representing him. He's just in the peanut gallery.
Oh, I mean, something for any specific matter.
No, oh, he is here for 291 Chestnut Hill, but he's not, he's here as a,
Does he want to move?
no, he was,
Oh, he's all right, fine.
he's observing that one. That's what he's.
Oh, okay.
I put it that way. There we go.
Whatever, let's go.
We're trying to get him some overtime too. Anyway, 131.
Hour.
Oh, yeah, exactly. 133 Lexington Avenue. He's there, so let's bring him on up.
Okay,
Let's sit
Here,
here.
yeah, go ahead. Center stage.
1033, 171.
Yeah,
132, 3.
it is it is actually 133, but as I said last time, there are some city documents that still have it under 131. So we have to cover bases. So let me pull this up. Everybody's favorite share screen here. Where are we? Actually, beautiful. Okay. That is the previous decision form and a short memo. So this is going to be a, okay.
Okay.
So last time we were here was not too long ago, November 30th, 2022. I was not here for that one, but I had very good substitute for this. Continue to today, and the violation was continuing at that time, but no fine. There is a contingent fine out there of $1,000, but that was not assessed back then. So we are continued to today, and just to get some clerical work out of the way. I know there was oral notice given, but he's here, and that's also the notice in paper form.
Okay, we find those.
There we go. Constable Bondi's notice as well. So at the last hearing, let me get the pictures. Here's what the property looked like. This is the side of the left side of the property, behind the gate. I have one commercial vehicle there on the right hand side, and here is that photo for the hearing officer. And we have more of a straight on shot of the entire property. And there's the commercial vehicle there. This truck, while nice and large, is legal because it's a passenger truck.
Right.
And I'm assuming that is the boat back
That's the
there.
boat, yeah.
Yeah. So this is what was left the last time that was there. I went by today very quickly, and
Do you have any objections,
Okay.
please?
there you go. Sorry. Too loud back in the booth.
Those are accurate?
Yes. but, okay,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I went by there today.
They're admitted as forms.
These went by, I went by today. I did not see the truck there, so that's a good thing. But because I'll be completely honest, because I haven't been around, I haven't been back frequently since that. As of right now, we're okay. I just wanted to take some
Take a
time.
picture today?
I did not take a picture today, but because there's nothing there, so
Picture of nothing.
that would be, I'm just
All right.
helping out here.
So there's nothing in violation as far as you see,
As far as I see, I just want to make sure that it stays that way.
sir.
okay, question
Sure.
about the boat. The
Yes.
boat is not commercial.
No,
Can I-
no,
Can I park, can I leave the boat there, because now it's at my house?
right, you could put, the only thing you have to remember is if you're doing, it has to be in this zone, it has to be screened.
It's green.
That you have to put something so that it has to be screened from the street. So you can put some trees. I don't know if you really want to do that,
And
but yeah,
it's too tall.
exactly,
So
so.
that's the only way I can leave the boat there
Correct,
to
it has to be screened,
screen.
but as for the violation of the,
You guys.
of
can
that,
talk.
oh yeah, of that, the violation.
Talk to John, give him a call.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you want to give, shoot me an email or a call or stop by. But that's the long and short of it there.
Yeah, so I need to screen the boat, but it's not commercial.
No, it's not, it's, but that's across, that's all of city, all of city.
Well, it's insured. What do you want to do with, keep it open longer?
Oh, no, I am more than happy to close it if you want.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna waive the contingent fine.
Good,
Okay, and you and I can talk about the boat or,
absolutely, yeah, we got some, I got some ideas for you next week. Just,
So I just write, dismissed.
yeah, or close, dismiss,
All right, case closed.
perfect.
Good job. Thank
and,
you.
paper.
Yep.
Excuse me, I got
So I'm
a
going,
lot of people waiting. You can talk.
okay,
But yeah,
Okay.
come here, buddy, come by later.
I'll contact
You
you.
got it.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks for that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good news.
Good sign. You get this.
Okay. Hopefully the rest of them are that easy, hopefully, let's,
Yeah, we'll see.
let's just put this
You gotta do
there,
it.
yeah,
Clean up the boat.
that's it.
It goes away.
He did have the bug, I was trying to guide him in the way, like, don't mention the boat, don't mention the boat, don't mention the boat. That's hurt. Okay, that one's all set. And next we have 41 Van Zandt.
Yeah, start the year, start problem.
No such thing, no such thing. Okay, here's the previous decision form there, Mr. Hearing Officer. A little while back there.
This was the last hearing in June.
Yeah, on this one, yeah. Let me get yours up.
I want to progress of planning.
No balls, no questions.
So it continued. All right, where's this list? Oh, I see.
This thing too, this used to be up here. I don't know.
Okay.
A little explanation to them.
Can't read while you're talking.
I'm sorry, sorry.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so we have. Last time we were here was on June 28th, 2022. A little while back there. And this was continued to the September 21st hearing, no fine, and must have permits by then, date. So I present to you a zoning permit. And that was issued by us for the shed, which was constructed without permits. That was issued on July 19th.
Do we have pictures?
From previous hearings, yeah, but I can pull those up. That's fine. Yeah, I can pull that up. Here. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, that's a little farther out picture.
Now different side.
Now the difference.
This is where it was then, okay.
Yeah, so. That was in July. So. You have 6 months to do your permits for structure, so he had until at least January to fix this, to get it proper. Now between then and where we are today. I was out on med leave, so I was not in starting October 21st. During that time while I was out, we had a new complaint from a neighbor on November 1st, stating that the shed had been relocated to the rear of the property and added on to.
Got pictures of that.
That is. There we go, relocated to the back room. Yeah, this was going to the side. So basically, what if I can get a, if I may, put a quick aerial up there.
Yeah.
Just so that we can, so I'll do this.
This looks like it's in the same place. Missing something.
It's the same place, but it's
No, from
front.
this one compared to the, so this here, that's on the side, that's on, like going horizontally.
It's turned it.
Turn it, yeah, and put it a little, you put a little farther to the back, he was able to do that legally. I can, let me give a quick Google map, I like these.
So is this accurate? Okay, that's a full exhibit.
No, just further. I don't know why this thing's not typing today, that's not good. Anyway, we'll get back to that. I don't know why it's not typing. All right, anyway, so anyway, we received a complaint that it had been relocated and enlarged
Got larger? How did it get larger?
out the rear. So you see here, it's just two little guys. See that? And now it's all
This is the new one. Where's the old?
old, one, right?
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. I really, I
This is
wouldn't.
an old one. Oh, this is the old one. Where's the current?
That is from, I don't know.
I don't see a current one.
Hold on. Hang on. We got it there. We got it there.
So these are all the ones I've seen.
All right, there's no, it's not a picture because we have a survey. Don't know where it is. Yep. Yep, there we go, there it is. There we go.
This is where it is now?
Correct, that's where it was relocated to, and which is still legal, which is okay. It was not legal over here, because it was in parking
I moved
spaces.
the whole thing. Oh, so
Yeah, it's right there, yep.
so
in the
it
back.
doesn't look anything like this.
But this, yeah, this is a survey, well, it doesn't really, because you can't see the actual design of it, yes, that's
Where
the,
is this building?
that is. Way the heck back here, this is another,
That's
that's
what's
another property, no,
Oh,
that's a whole nother property. In fact, it would be like back here.
oh,
So the initial pictures are all here, it was installed
Oh,
along
right,
the
he got
property
parking
lines
in.
and had to go back
okay.
that way,
So now he's got it here.
correct? So,
Okay, so what's your problem?
so the problem is there was a complaint filed that it was enlarged. So we had issued a permit for it to be where it is. If it was enlarged, he needs a building permit for that. So I'll flash forward a little bit. And we flash forward just a little bit. So this was the email associated with the complaint, which I have here. Just get to the- Let me get to the crux of it. There we go.
Roof storage does not comply with plan. Addition was added and has become an ice. Careful what you wish for.
Exactly. So. This email here, and this is the gist of it, this is from the building department. From Assistant Inspector Leo Guerrero. That he had met with the owner regarding and needs more information because it does require a building permit. So,
I am working on that.
hang on, we'll get there.
Oh.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
Careful what you say.
Careful.
um,
Yeah,
So now we've got a no building permit violation.
correct. And that's based, and that in the nutshell is why if it was not altered to require a building permit,
But this is a new violation.
technically. It's a new violation in the fact that. This was not, that it's a different complaint. The issue is that we don't have a. Certificate or a shed on the property. That was the initial violation. No application, no permit, no shed. I mean, no certificate. So you got the permit. Which if it had just gone through and we did what was proposed. We'd
I understand.
point of certificate,
So
but now there's a delay in it, in that now we need a full building permit. So it's not done yet and. This permit here has to be amended to show what is required of the building department.
I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking at. He did what he's supposed to. And now he's got a new violation.
Well, I gotta do the presentation. I don't wanna go all the way back, but what the initial complaint, the actual violation is. A shed on a property or structure on a property without a zoning application. Zoning approval. And a zoning certificate of compliance.
Okay,
That's 1420 EF and B.
okay.
Now he has two of those.
Okay, so he's basically just still violation. All right,
And
that's,
the reason I just wanted to bring it in, very simple, was just because. This was something that was added. I would never have gone out there if it wasn't for the initial, another follow-up complaint. I would just let this run out, the
Sure.
initial complaint. And then at that point, if we didn't have a certificate, I would have brought him back. But I wanted to make sure everybody's understanding that we have a little more that needs to be done and we're still paying attention.
so we have a violation that technically has not been cured, although there's been some progress.
I would say there's progress, yes, absolutely.
But the fact is, he's building without a permit.
Correct, without a building, so when it was originally proposed, it did not require a building permit. So now it does.
Right. So. How's he gonna build without a permit?
Well, all he does, I'll be honest, it's whatever. He's working with Leo in the building department right now.
Yeah,
Once Leo is satisfied and he does all the alterations and whatever building code requires. He just lets us know and we go out and do our final inspection.
I know, but he knew he needed a permit, he went ahead anyway.
Right,
That's where I see a problem.
yeah, he didn't, at first he didn't, now he does. And
But he knew
on November 10th.
before he went ahead that he needed a permit. All right, what else you got?
That's the gist of it. I'm just looking for.
Here's your,
Comment form.
your, summary of everything.
Oh, I think it got buried by the, I'll take this if you want, then you get more space here.
I got it.
Yeah.
So how long is it gonna take to get the permits?
So the architect is working right now, well,
Excuse me, before we get there, is there anything else you wanna say? Got everything we've seen so far.
no.
Okay. How long is it gonna take to get the permits?
My architect, he's working right now with that. I gave all dimensions like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I just, for this month, I just waiting for last month, December 22, I waiting for the tenants take everything out of the shed.
Mhm.
They did
Okay,
little stuff inside, but
Right.
nothing can be in my way. Right now, late this week or beginning next week, one day,
Yeah, yeah,
he's gonna send the old joints, line joints for Leo.
okay.
All the plan for that.
How long do you think you need?
Probably by the end of this month. I got ready everything. Now.
So good.
Soon Leo prove what he gonna send it.
Okay, so yeah, so you're gonna send it into him and Leo's gotta approve it, and so. Realistically, I think, if you can get it done in 6 weeks, you think?
Probably 6 weeks,
6 weeks?
yeah.
Okay,
What do we have done in 6 weeks?
but if he supplies the plans to Leo and Leo's okay with it. Leo and I just have to do an inspection that the work is done properly, pretty quick.
The thing is,
He's not gonna need a variance or anything?
No? No?
the thing is, he's required, because I did over the paving,
Right,
and he's required to concrete
is required. to
over that,
Okay.
the chair had to be over concrete.
Okay.
Slab or
Right.
whatever, so it probably take little time with that thing.
Right.
I had to lift it up and make.
Okay.
Just
That's all right, I don't need that here.
Yeah.
So this is gonna, what she's complaining about, or he's complaining about is going to be what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be,
Oh, that'll be nice. Okay.
yeah, it's in a proper spot, because
Doing everything he has to do. Okay.
yeah, it's just, he's got just,
When's our hearing dates coming up?
our next hearing date's coming, that's an extremely good question. Let's see, we have. The 1st of February. And. So you want somebody, so,
1st of February.
or we also
Not
have,
enough time.
we have February 22nd.
February 22nd is how long out?
That
What's
is.
the one after that? Just.
Let's see, February 22nd, that's February 22nd, 6 weeks. The next one we have after that is March 15th.
Okay, so 6 weeks is enough. You're gonna work diligently at this?
Yeah, give me the March one.
Sure.
I'm a little lazy.
Well, he's honest. No, at least-
Well, if you did it before, I do it before, I just
Right.
do the same thing with the.
If I may
March
suggest
who? March what?
15th.
March, that's a way ahead.
It is, and that's all we got scheduled so far.
Oh, we could schedule.
We schedule other things, right, exactly.
What are you comfortable with giving?
Well, let me just, for my own sake here.
All
so,
right, what you.
Yeah, I will submit this. If we did give him March 15th, and this is not done yet. The zoning department will not be happy, let's put it that way. So. I'll leave that on.
I
the
guess we
record.
won't either.
Yeah, that's my, I think we would be just as unpleasant as the,
All right, so we're gonna continue it to March 15th. Okay. So now I've got a. Let's see, here's the-
where did it
At
go?
this point, we can fine you $47,500. So far, I haven't fined you anything, right?
Don't believe so.
You don't need this.
No, I'll get all this together.
I'm gonna give you a contingent fine because I wanna make sure something happens.
Right.
Let's see. Violation. continues. I'm gonna get a fine of $1,000, which is not contingent, due to the fact that you didn't do what you're supposed to, and a contingent fine of $7,500. So you really want to come back here. It's
Right.
done, because you got plenty of time to get it done. Continue to 3/15/2023. This is oral notice, you're getting your notice right here and now, that's when you're to come back. I would tell you that if it's all done and John says it's all done, you won't even have to come back.
Yeah.
You'll just tell him, he'll come, I'll make,
Cool.
you will still have the $1,000 fine.
Sounds good.
Good.
You're all set?
Good, thank
All
you.
right, so we'll see you hopefully sooner than March 15th.
All right, cool. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Have a nice day.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
If I can get that.
And I guys gotta take this a quick second here, because of course I messed everything up with the taking out the zoning rule.
Well, I better know what's-
Well, no, I went through everything yet. Yeah, don't, if you wanna sit down, yeah, you're not quite up yet, but you're. Okay. You can have a seat. Hey, let's see. Yeah.
Happy New Year to all of
Yes,
us.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Let's see. Oh, that's the old, that's where it went. There, now we're cooking with peanut oil.
No,
Kind of just kind that. And this. Every now and again, it looks like I know what I'm doing. So it's appearance.
Yeah, appearance.
It's appearance, that's all.
Nothing matters, you know?
No.
Everything should know.
Bill's known me for a very long time, he knows better. Okay, so next, I have under 13 Harriet Street. So, there we go. Wow, all things considered. All right. Thank you, sir, good catch. All right, this one is a brand new one. Okay, so that's the memo on everything in the file, that is the decision form. And as they say, I'm married with children, let's rock. All right.
Read it a second. Why did the fire marshal office get involved in the first place?
Well, that's what my question is.
Okay,
I can,
all right, just a second, let me finish reading. Okay,
very good to me. All right, fair enough. All right, so like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is a brand new one, 13 Harriet Street, and so. This was instituted by our fire marshal's office. So basically, the fire marshal has a list of all. Here, has a list of all multifamilies, 3 families or greater in town. And the fire marshal, the fire inspector in charge of, that was gonna be inspecting this property.
we never swore on the witnesses. We got out of our system.
We did that too, I know exactly, we got out of our flow. Do you want me to backtrack and,
Yeah.
Yeah, you may want to do that because this is not that easy.
okay, no, but that's, well, I mean, do you wanna? You want,
Yeah, state your name, please.
My name is Carol Koszewski. I'm the owner of Vakarowski Construction LLC, which owns the property.
Raise your right hand, please. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
okay, much better,
Sorry.
much better, no problem, no, we gotta do it, we gotta do it right. So we had a complaint from the, we got it, this matter
No.
forwarded to me by the fire marshal. Because it was on his list of multifamily properties. And I'll be very bluntly honest, for a long time, the fire marshal's office didn't really check with the zoning office to see if what they were inspecting were actually legal. So we have
I
a
thought they had 3 family, I thought they inspected 4 families,
three and above,
3 and above,
three and above,
but this is listed as what?
four.
Okay, I got it.
So that's why it's on their list.
Okay.
And the fire marshal, the fire inspector does this whenever he comes across one in an area that is single or 2 family. He cross references with me. I should have done a little sooner, I'll admit that, but that's not, I sound like a government bureaucrat, that's not my department. So
Okay, so,
that's why I got that. And so at his request, I did my research and it found out that it was indeed a multifamily. our record, on the city's records. So, I'll leave it to the hearing officer in this case. Would you like me to do the housekeeping first or go through the order of operations?
Let's start with the housekeeping.
Housekeeping, okay.
Otherwise, we always forget it.
That's true. So, we whiz through the fire mark, there we go. So, the owner of record is Karlowski Construction LLC. That is per the tax assessor's office, tax collector's office, my apologies. And because it's an LLC, I had to go to the state records on Concord to get the LLC's mailing address and the members of the LLC, so I can send proper notice. So I go through that. Oh, this thing is just slow today. And we have, as stated on the record with the swearing in, the owner is here. There is the notice that we sent. And on the bottom, on the second page, is the member. Big member and agent in this case, yep. So we sent that notice of violation on September 27th, 2022. We got the green card back on October 13th. And also got an email on October 5th from the property owner confirming receipt of the notice. And again, we'll do how just.
Let me
Yeah,
just-
go ahead.
It's here, I'll find it.
So that's the notice. And then just after the notice was, after this email was sent, the property owner came in and discussed with me the notice, as everybody generally does. And at the time, very reasonable reason to ask for some extension, to ask for some time to sort things out. Unfortunately, after that, again, you're gonna hear this a lot, I went out on medical leave. So I was not in for a couple of months. And, but during our conversation that we had when the owner came in, due to all the working parts that would be needed to get this resolved, I suggested that he would need more than the 15 days outlined in the notice, so that we will send a notice and a citation to come here for our hearing to get a little more time. Unfortunately, instead of being a few weeks, it ended up being a couple of months because I wasn't here. So, and then we'll flash forward real quick to the citation. Again, a little housekeeping. Citation to the owner of record. And with today's hearing date on the bottom there, my apologies, I did not highlight that. But it is right there with today's hearing date. And we gave Constable Bondi some business. And he dropped off the citation. And there was acceptance there.
Okay, notice is found.
Okay, perfect. The only thing I want to throw in as as just a piece of evidence is. Let's see here. And there's also an email. I actually took it a half step farther because I had the property owner's email. I also sent them an attachment. And last but not least is just the field cards for the property. This is the 1929 field card. That tax and building card that have it as a 2-family. And the 1970s card, along with a 1981 inspection. And a 1981 permit. Which are these here. This is the card, 1970s card. And in the right here shows a 2-family. I do apologize for how small that is. Gotta do a better job zooming in. And then in the middle there highlighted is indicating a 1981 either visit or recording on this card. And the second page shows a building permit from May of 1981. And at the time of that permit, it was a 2-family residence. So very simply, we are looking to get this rectified to a two-family.
When did it become get bigger than a two-family?
And between 1981 and today. And today, with fire marshal had it, I do not know exactly when the fire marshal got it on his list.
When we got the fire marshal went out there,
At least that, I mean, that's bare minimum though, that's like,
2018.
yeah, that's, so, I mean, it was sometime definitely between
It's 5 years
1981
ago.
and
Been
2018.
sitting here for 5 years.
Not for me, no,
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 but from the, nothing happened after the 5 years when he went out and inspected?
I wish not to speak about the other departments, I mean, that's feasible.
Okay,
But I don't know, I
all right,
couldn't.
we're here today.
Yep.
Tell me what you want to tell
There
me.
you go.
John, a couple of
Yes.
questions.
Sure,
How many years has the property been taxed as a four family?
at least as a four-family, at least probably the current assessment card that we have is from 1991.
That's
So
right.
bare minimum, I can't.
So
speak for
30
between-
something years I've been taxed for four, I've been, it never, it wasn't even me, you know that.
Right.
we both
yeah,
know that.
Yeah, yeah,
So for 30 something years, the property's been taxed for four family.
absolutely.
And all of a sudden, and it's been inspected by fire marshal because I dug it out.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden we have a problem. I mean, I'm not saying I'm right because I'm wrong. Clearly, I'm wrong. It's a two-family zoning and there's a 4 units. We all know that.
Right,
I'm willing to do the right thing and convert that into two-family.
greatly appreciate it.
You know, I have 4 tenants there with babies and kids and
Yeah.
whatever with, leases signed, as early as probably 2 months ago.
Right,
So I need probably a year to get rid of them. In the meantime, I'm gonna do surveys, proper permits,
Okay.
and I'm gonna convert that into two-family. Is that reasonable enough?
for.
I honestly,
Yeah,
I honestly don't understand why is it happening? And and my question is,
Yeah.
is it happening to everyone around? Because I have a full list of other, houses. I'm not gonna bring them up, obviously, I'm not gonna, but is it happening only to me or all of them?
I will respectfully answer that question, is that in the fire marshal's office has been dropping off a lot of these to me.
Okay,
It has been not necessarily on Harriet Street or behind Main Street there,
mhm.
but I have several.
But
that I-
my attorney dug out at least a list of at least 7 houses that have been taxed for more than
Oh.
3 families. And none of it end up in
I
here,
will guarantee there's probably, if you actually went around and did that for the whole town,
probably
you're
more
looking
than.
at hundreds, if not
That's right.
more than that.
So how is it fair that I mean, listen, I bought this house 3 years ago, you know that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've seen.
I mean, did I know that it was wrong? I did, I admit.
Yeah.
But this is gonna cost me 100 grand to convert that, I mean, come on.
And like, the only thing I can say is that he forwarded that one to me. I don't ask why. Because that's none of my, why is he forwarding that? I don't ask.
And then, the thing is that, the fire department has been going, and there's no violations whatsoever. Everything is right from the fire department.
I understand that.
And I'll be, if there was something, if he did. The fire marshal or the health department or building department said there was something wrong,
You shut me
I
down
would
right away.
not be.
That's right.
it
I
would
and I
flex
get it, I get it. So listen, I'm being as reasonable as I can, as I possibly can be. I need a year to get rid of the apartment to the tenants, and then probably a couple months after that, 6 months or whatever to get the construction done. We're gonna get the permits.
So you
and-
can't do anything until you get rid of your tenants.
I mean, I can't. I
I
mean,
understand, I'm not saying you can, I'm just trying to get it on the record what you're saying.
That's right.
So when are your leases up? When's the first?
Well, let's, the latest lease gonna be up in late October this year, but you know how it goes, let's figure end of this year. To get rid of the tenants and start the construction.
What about that's the latest lease? So you got leases coming up before that.
Yes, but unfortunately to convert this and do all the construction, I have to get all of them out.
And what I'm trying to understand is that I want to see that you don't lease beyond those.
I mean, you would really, you would have to trust me, I mean,
I
it's just,
don't have to trust you, I can
Okay.
take you back here and we can talk about it.
all right,
So why don't we come back in 6 months and see where we stand?
we can do that, or I can forward my leases, signed leases with the latest one or whatever to John, and he
Okay.
can, he can present
I
it to
just
you.
don't want anybody going up and coming here October.
I'm pretty confident that by the end of this year, I'm gonna have everyone out.
No, you may not, it's hard to get people out sometimes.
I know, and
As long as
what am
you're-
I gonna tell people that have been there for 12 years straight? Like, what am I gonna tell them? That all of a sudden this is not a for family and they raise their family in here? Like, I don't know what to do.
I can't help you with that. I know it's. This is part of the job that I hate.
I know, and then if it was, you know, I'm
But I
not
can't-
saying,
I can't excuse it. I'll give you what. as long
I'm
as
not
I-
saying I'm right, because
Yeah,
I'm clearly not, but, you know,
No, I understand, and it's unfair to these families, but that's, here we are. But you're giving them plenty of time to look.
I think so,
elsewhere.
yeah,
So why don't we just come back in 6 months and make sure everything's going along?
that's fine.
And if John doesn't feel you need to come back, he'll tell me and we'll wait a year.
Yeah, I mean, we can do anything over the email.
And
It's,
I'll give you this piece of information to help out a little bit. If you wanted, let's say we did sometime later in the year, wanted to start the permit process.
Mhm.
Once we issue a permit, you have a zoning approval. You have 1 year, full year, no, 1 year to get to the building department.
I know.
It is something that
This
you
is the
can-
last
yeah.
resort. This
Yeah.
is the last resort. I really want to get this done. I mean, first of all, I want to get this done because house needs a renovation. I own, other properties that are 2-family, and it's way easier to deal with 2-family than 4.
Yes.
So that's all I can say.
All right,
Let me just get, I don't, if you want to put a date out there, we can.
And also, just for
Easier for me.
the record, I did, talk to my attorneys, and I have no leg to stand on, it's just, someone before us, way before us, converted that.
people got away with it.
That's
till-
right,
Till today,
that's right. Until today, literally, that's what happened.
yes.
And why am I the only, always the one that buries all the costs and risks? I don't know. I guess that's the way, that's the way it goes.
Part of your business.
Let's,
Okay, so violation found. No fine at this time. Continued to,
how about seeing is just, we're gonna come back to see where we are, like a little status
Yeah.
update, if you will. Normally that would be, I would say July, but I'm going on my usual jaunt to New Orleans in the summer this week here. So, and it's the day after the 4th of July would be the one, so I would say, just as an update. I've always just, it sounds a little less, but June 28th.
so we go to August, I don't.
We can, I mean,
I just want to see the
I don't know, we do August, that's fine,
August, when's the date in August?
second.
Oh, I'm on vacation.
I mean, if you are, that's fine.
I don't take vacations. You know that.
No,
I have to take it, or else it won't give it to me.
Sorry, I'm on vacation,
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
yeah, I get it. August 16th, when am I coming back? Hold on. We're back on the 13th, all right. we
And
can-
meanwhile, we getting rid of the families from
Yeah.
the house that doesn't have any problems really.
August 16th, I'm
Close
gonna
my
put
mouth.
us,
We'll do August 16th.
yeah, we have a hearing on August 16th.
Perfect, and I can start filling that up too. So good, all right.
Continue to 8/16/23. Let's put in parentheses 7 months because that looks unusual.
Unusual situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me make some notes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, if I really wanted to be difficult, then I would, I would be difficult, but I know I'm not in the rights here, so.
All right, no, that's.
And I appreciate you guys working with me on that.
No problem.
Since 1992, the house been taxed as a 4-family.
At least.
At
Prior.
least.
Could've been nice on the
This is
roof.
what I found anyway.
Yeah.
My lawyers found.
Could be, yeah, could be even prior, yeah. I understand, I,
Yeah, it's-
we see it, trust me, this is,
One other thing is people come in here, it's been this way for years, it was that way when I bought it.
No, I mean, at least I'm not saying that this is my excuse because I knew what I was buying.
Okay.
I'm knowledgeable in the area and I'm willing to fix it. That's all. All right, that's all.
yeah, you're good,
Thank you.
so we'll,
So much.
we'll see you in August, hopefully a little sooner, maybe. Yep.
Yeah, and if you don't need me to come in, we can always talk on email. I mean,
Talk
we'll be
to
probably-
John.
Yeah, it's not, yeah.
If he
absolutely.
doesn't need you, I don't need
There you go.
Oh, geez, that's insane.
Nobody needs me.
you.
All right, thank you
Take care,
guys.
yep,
Take it easy.
okay. next we have 291 Chestnut Hill. Come on up. Got that. And just to, because I did it for Steve, it's only fair that I do it for Mr. Ireland as well, on the record, that we do have another city official in our presence, which is Mr. William Ireland, Chief Building Official. Just in case they catch you on the screen there. That is the previous decision form. And here's the old notes there. And let me try and pull this stuff up here. That, not that. Okay, let me just do this real quick. Chris, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, we're gonna do our presentation and go through our normal process here. And then I'll unmute you again, and you can participate.
Sure.
All right, sounds good. All right.
One more shot.
Well, you got it.
Okay,
Ready to go?
yes.
All right. All right. Last time we were here was,
Did you do the housekeeping?
I can do that. Yeah, I can do that
Let's
first.
start with the
I can do
housekeeping.
the housekeeping.
Swear 'em in and then we'll
I should do that.
get
Got
a
to
little more organized.
I just gotta dance around the presentation a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. All right. I'll give you these two here and I'll let the audience at home. So I go down here. Here we go. Okay. So because this was last year back in October, for today, we just need to send a hearing notice. Which we did send that on the 30th. Sent that via constable service and to the owner of record. And there is Constable Bondi's receipt and his signature. So at place of the abode of Mr. Hody.
Okay. Mr. Hoti is here. Mr. Hoti, you raise your right hand. Would you state your name for the record?
Right on all day,
And you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and
all
nothing.
true.
Thank you.
You know,
Okay,
Now, let's get to the presentation.
now we have the presentation. All right. So last time we were here, October 26th. And at that time, there's another one I was not here for. Was that?
we have another here and I'm not been here.
It was back in October.
I've Been here, yeah.
That one you were not. Here, but then neither was I. So if you weren't here. I feel like-
All the times I get the letters, I came here actually.
I was here.
Yeah, but-
We had.
Yeah, very good.
Everything's done.
If everything's
We
good.
managed without you, I know that.
I
It's,
don't wanna like to miss the hearing.
I know, it's me, managed without me too. I mean, I don't know, I'm not. I'm not, you know.
Okay.
So we got moved to the December hearing. There was the $6,000 assessed fine from the previous hearing, that didn't go anywhere. And the contingent fine went up to 15,000. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to sit here all day.
Oh, no, we got it,
Just
yeah.
one question, John, did you get like some drawings?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh.
you'll see.
Okay,
I like to leave suspense.
okay.
So, again, it must sound like a broken record. I was out for a couple of months. While I was out, we had an application for zoning approval submitted by the property owner. That is a copy of that. And this is the application for 291 Chestnut Hill. So this is, and also we did get plans submitted. I have those here. I did not scan and copy those because we always don't have a scanner big enough, so. but that is that was what was submitted with the application. So that was on again, November 1st, on November 10th. Our permitting officer, Ian, sent an email to the email address on the application, stating that they have reviewed the application for 291 Chestnut Hill. And I apologize, Mr. Hearing Officer, I did have a copy of that. And it said to move forward, we need these following items. There were 3 prints of signed sealed surveys that just depict the structures on the property and any work being done as an addition. Labeled detailed floor plans of the structures on the property. So basically, whenever we have an addition to a building, we have to have a floor plan of the entire building so we can make sure things are remaining integral and things of that nature. And then last but not least, once we have those items, we can move forward with the approval process. And just a reminder that they were scheduled for the December 14th hearing. We'll address that in a moment. And we have a follow-up inquiry from a neighbor here, but that was just a week after we got the application, so we didn't really take much action on this one here, because we had the application and we were coming in today.
This is a blight. It's talking about blight.
What is it? They had a follow-up in here about all of about everything we were doing. I can always, oh, that was Steve, yep. Wait, so what we're gonna do is, what's on that first one though? Oh, it was directed to Steve, look at that, I apologize. So if you want to dismiss that from record, that's fine, I saw my name on it and I decided that was me too. Sorry, Steve. Sorry, my bad. So anyway, so we'll move on. So upon my return in December, I've had this forwarded to me from the building department. A stop work order. It was dated on the 29th, hand delivered by sheriff or AKA Constable Bondi.
This was last week.
Yep. For work without permits and demo. That's but just so that there was still work being done without the approval that we did not sign yet. Actually, that's what that is. And then last but not least.
Yeah, you said like I'm working over there.
Oh, hang on, we'll get to that, don't worry. Just from today, I just went out there to get some photos for what was going on today. And basically just got some excavation going on the property. And there are the excavators that's doing work to the property, which if we had an active building permit, I wouldn't say anything about these things, but we do not. So okay, go ahead.
Any objections?
Just one thing, John, the neighbors down is complaining like the grass, and friend of mine, he bring the excavator and dirt, just like to put some grass. I don't want to make a complaints. We're not working over
Is
there.
accurate? These pictures accurate?
Yes, and today, like, it's gonna come it takes probably 3 weeks. It doesn't come to take the excavator, so you need special trucks. But today he's gonna take the excavator, tomorrow you're not gonna see my property.
I'm around.
These are.
No,
full
when I said, no one comes, it's special trucks, he needs to come
Well, I'd like to interject one thing. We had our last hearing. And this was all gonna be done immediately. These trucks and all this construction did take place, was still taking place. The garage was completely rebuilt. It was collapsed by snow and they never stopped work. And it's now being occupied. And so is the house. So nothing was honored by our department as far as stop work orders. This is our second notice to stop work, and it was still being ignored. So anyway,
you said I'm working over there?
all the work you completed is continual, yes.
No, it's just they bring dirt and stuff.
Dirt, but dirt is work. Please, I don't want to get into.
Oh,
a
okay,
discussion.
just dirt.
Dirt is work, but you completed a garage. complete. The health department called me today and it's in total violation because they don't have a legitimate septic system there. Bill Money called me, so they want to be in on our hearing that we have coming up, date, the 18th of January.
Where hearing is that?
It's for the building department in Blight for here,
Okay,
but it all leads into what you have there.
I got you.
So my only, the zoning violation here is very just simple. There's work without permits. That's what, I mean, we're not. I'm not, don't want to get into the weeds of when things are gonna be gone and things like that. It's just a very simple. We just don't have a permit yet. And we,
A stop work order really doesn't, it's not relevant to us here.
well,
His
Me-
violation is he's working without a permit.
right, and for
The
me,
fact that he's got a stop work order is not issued by us.
right, but what I'm saying is that. That's to me, if we get a stop work order, it means there's ongoing work without permit. So to me. It says that the work is continuing and that there's no zoning approval, there's no building approval,
I
there's
understand
nothing.
all that, but our violation here is operating a business on a property that AAA is on. That's the only violation in front of me.
Right,
That's all I can rule on. I can't rule that he violated the stop work order.
oh, right, yeah, the stop work order itself, correct, right,
Okay,
right, correct, that's correct.
okay, your turn. What do you want to say?
No, when I said like he, just like the neighbors down, he said like, can you please like to take care, like to takes the stone from the corner. And to put some grass or some dirt, I don't wanna like to see like, okay, I said, okay, friend of mine, he helps me. He bring my bag, like the dirt, just to drop it. And like over here and continue like leaning over there. When I said like, it takes me time like to call like the guys, like he has to come like from Yonkers to take like the special trucks to take the excavator. And another things, you can come like, come look inside in the house, no one is working inside in the house.
But
Just like I wanna like to be with the neighbors, like to be like with the neighbors, like to make a complaint, and I said, okay, it's free, he bring me some dirt, and I said, let me put the dirt over there. It doesn't need maybe like the permit, I never hear like he needs the permit like to put the dirt
Well,
and to make it to
here's-
put the grass.
But here's why, I just want to bring back to why I still have my violation. It's all
I don't know, it's my
before-
first house and I don't know what's, you know, it's try like to live with the family, I don't know, we're not making a house for the business and stuff. I wanted like just to be like to put some grass and to make it nice to looks, he's complaining, as friend of mine like before, and that's it.
The problem lies in when you bring stuff like this to the property. The reason why we still have a violation for the contract, even though this may legitimately be that you're using it to better your property,
Mm.
the problem is without an active permit, it's still a zoning violation. It's still an issue. We have to treat it to the highest degree that these are being kept here. And
Okay.
that's, now I understand you have a reason. Now I get that. You have a reason, but that's why we're still here. If this zoning permit was issued and you were doing this, we'd have a much harder time of saying, well, you can't have equipment there because you have a permit. Permit means you have an equipment.
I understand.
That's why I'm here. That's why we're still here.
No, if you come like, when I said like, if you come like, that's one, the guys who bring the dirt, he bring the excavator to bring the dirt from there, so another excavator, if you come over here. It's like before it's broken like the can. And either way, what, and I told him like, the guys, you have to take it today, doesn't matter, the can is gonna work or not, you have to. I'm gonna send you pictures, or you can come like now with my house to my house and you can see the crane is broken. That's why it's try like to welding, and I have all like pictures to go like inside, like in the trucks, and still like it's broken. And either ways, today is gonna come like this excavator is gonna help this, like to put inside in the trucks and to remove from there.
But like
And
I
that's
said,
why I bring like the paper over
I
here,
got, yeah,
the drawings.
I
To see
understand.
if you need something else, I wanted to start with the permission with everything.
For you guys, definitely check your email for that email that we sent, because that's what we need.
Yeah,
But But like, at the end of the day, like I said, that's why we're here. That's why it is because
Yeah.
of that. Like I said, we can't rule on the building department or anything, like, we're not going to, but. Just want to make sure you understand why we're still here, and because we're still getting inquiries from the neighbors as to what's going on. This has been going on for quite some time, so. You gotta understand where the position that we have to take is that because it's been going on for a while.
John, it's the neighbors, it's moved like 3 times the fence.
But I mean, like, but it's
No,
regarding,
it's
it's not just
the-
one, it's
no,
not
he
just
moved- he
one
moved-
neighbor, it's
he
not
moved-
just.
No, just the Chris, he moved like the fence. I've never complained to him, move the fence, move it over here, move it here. If you come like look at the old walls, I just like I clean it, and I think so it's my
Again,
driveway.
Peter, you have to understand that it's not so much
Yeah.
that, it's that kind of stuff, we're not.
And I have my right, like for my property, same thing like all the neighbors has the right.
Absolutely, and absolutely, and that's what I'm
I'm
just
not-
I'm trying to guide you to the point of that. It's
I
all,
be such a nice to the Chris, I can print it all like text to see,
Who's Chris?
he's actually waiting to speak, he's actually waiting to speak on there.
and not like to be like in front of the kids.
So let
To
me,
yell at me in front of the kids and stuff. I never yell at no one
All
over
right, that's not all that relevant. Let's hear what Chris has.
yeah, let's get, and there's actually someone else there, let me see, so I'm gonna ask, allow, I think it's Danielle. And then I'm gonna ask them just to make sure that she is here. Danielle, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. I just want to make sure you're here for this matter.
I am.
Perfect. So I know Chris was waiting very patiently, but I firmly believe in ladies first. So, Danielle, you have the floor.
Yeah, I was just mostly following along with the progress of what's going on.
Hang on, Danielle.
I think when
Danielle.
Tony,
Hang on.
Who are you?
There you go.
are you able to hear me now?
Yes, I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Danielle. I reside at 8 Bumblebee Lane behind the property at Chestnut Hill.
Okay, go ahead.
There you go.
So again, I was mostly on just to follow along with the progress. I think, you know, my biggest concern here is just, you know, I know Tony and I have talked. I know he's working to clean up the property. You know, I think that the property will be beautiful when he's done and the work is done, but always my concern is just when the property at the beginning of this really became, you know, things started building up there material wise, that sort of thing, and following along to that. So my concern always is, you know, last time we spoke, we were told that, you know, the excavator could only be there when they were doing work. There was no permits, it would be removed. And then for the past few months, there's been 2 excavators there. And Tony, again, you know, it is your property. You have your rights to everything. But I just know, like, when we did work here, we had to get so many permits. We had to do everything first before we could even break ground, like when we built a new garage. And even after that, to finish getting our permits, we had to like jump through hoops. So it's so confusing to me, like when you say, you know, an excavator can only be there for so much time, and then there's more. And I just don't want to see it go from, you know, it got better back to worse, because I understand things take time, but my concern with all of this is just the amount of time, because, you know, I don't know. It's just, it's, you know, I don't know. It's just frustrating.
She said everything she wants to say.
Okay, yeah,
Let's hear from Chris.
well, Chris, Danielle, thank you. We're gonna go on to Chris here.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Danielle. Take care. Okay, I gotta mute that and, oh, no, wrong one. No. How about that? Chris, you hear me?
No. Yep, I can hear you.
All right, good. Just want to make sure that you're through. All right, go ahead. You have the floor, and I think the hearing officer just needs you to speak, say your name and address in relation to the property.
Sure. Chris Shimko, 5 Bumblebee Lane. I live directly, I can basically see it out my front door. I've not met him yet, my neighbor. I've not been in any arguments. I'm a different Chris.
Okay, Chris, fair enough.
But I believe every argument goes both ways, so let's not disparage anybody. Just honestly, the same thing Danielle echoed. Like, I've been looking at a machine out there for 6 months, 5 to 6 months now. And again, it's the concern is, when is it gonna be gone? When is the property gonna be cleaned up? And are we just gonna see more stuff happening? The concern also is the business, is he storing business stuff in there? You know, and if you get a permit, will all this stuff come back? That's a major concern. The other concern I have is this property, I know I was listening in on the person that had the 4-family, which was in a 2-family zone. There is now a family living above the garage who are attending my kid's school. So is that a valid apartment? I.e., is the city of Norwalk getting taxes to pay for the schooling of the family that is now taking advantage of it? So I think there's a lot of questions there that we don't have answers for. I like Daniel said, there's been some improvement in the back of the property, which is great. Unfortunately, during the winter, I see directly into there. So I do see the back of the building, which is dilapidated, which was that way before he bought the property. But again, we just waiting to see progress and machinery out of the yard. So, I mean, that's essentially it. I mean, if he can get things done, great. I have no ill will to any neighbor, but you know, it's like what we've seen. And again, this has been going on for upwards of 14 months. The progress has been slow, if not taking a step back. So, yeah, that's about it.
All right, Chris, thank you. I see here, Danielle's wants to get one more bite at the apple here, so I'll, like I said, because I believe ladies first here, I will allow that, so. Danielle, you got your hand raised there. You there?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Sorry, I just had one more comment that I forgot to say. I know, Tony, you referenced, because I jumped on like kind of midway through, about the corner and the rocks. And I do keep asking you to remove those giant rocks from the corner because our property butts up. And I know this is not a property area to have that, discussion in this particular call, but it always concerns me too. I don't know if the survey's been done yet. Just so, I mean, I know we have our property surveyed and the stake is gone from the corner now. I don't know when and where that disappeared, but I just don't know if Tony is aware of the property line because they had put some rocks on our corner where our property is, and we did talk. My husband went out there and he explained that he's cleaning up the yard, and my husband said totally understand. He said that he would move those rocks, and that's always kind of where the problem happens. So yes, the rocks were going to be moved, but it's been months since that happened. It was summer. So it was fine for that moment in time. It seemed like it was going to be very quick, but it's like months. And now there's this big pile of rocks right against our property lines that some of it falls on our yard. It's like, so those are the concerns,
Well,
and
I
Tony.
just want to make sure you're aware there, Danielle, that as part of our permitting process, there will be a new survey required. So
Okay, good.
those stakes will be, likelihood, if we get a reputable surveyor or knowledgeable surveyor, the stake will be replaced and you can see exactly where the line is.
Right. Okay, good. Well, I know we were waiting on that. So that was just,
We are
one
too.
more thing. Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right, and we're gonna get that. We're gonna put that down there. Okay, and I think that's every. There's. Oh, we're the other precipitant. Okay, so we're good.
So I'm trying to understand why what the progress has been. Forget the fact that there's a stop work order. I've got a,
No, but let me, it said like Tony's, I don't know, like it's flag over there. He said the rock is maybe my property. I said, okay, can you wait like till tomorrow? I called the guys. Just move, please, bring it inside. I don't want to,
I think that's.
I don't want to like
not
to have a complaint.
Not to tone down anything that was mentioned. I think that might be the least of the.
That's why I bring like
concerns
the
here.
dirt. I'm gonna just to put the dirt over there.
John, what are you looking for here?
I'm looking for us to either,
What do you expect him to do between now and the next time we get together?
Now, next time we get together is to have the major equipment be removed.
John, let me just question. This dirt before, like I move like the excavator, can I say it's heavy? Can I put like with the excavator dirt close to her, like, and put some grass, you know, she's complaining like,
I would highly suggest you get your survey first before you do that.
no, I'm gonna put inside, not over there. Listen, I'm gonna go like behind like 10 feet.
That's a discussion you
Yeah.
guys don't need to do here.
There's Josh. Good timing, buddy.
How is he gonna remove the major equipment if he still needs it for construction?
Well, that's why I believe that we should be. It should be required that if he's gonna be spreading, if he's gonna be actually using the equipment to spread the actual do work. You know, I can't stop somebody from doing that. But I think by the next time that he's here. To be able to do that work should be accomplished.
And how much time you need to finish up with the excavator?
When I said like it's over here, like maybe like 2 days, 3 days to make it like flat even over here. I'm gonna take it today, later on I can send the pictures, this one. So this excavator is gonna help, that's why it's smaller, but it's gonna help this, the cans, it's broken to put
yeah.
inside. And the small one, it can stay like 3 days, like just to move the rock over here and to put the dirt and I'm gonna put some grass and that's it.
So
So you're gonna remove the major equipment by when?
Both of them,
yeah,
like maybe like a month. I'm gonna remove this
It's
one,
only
but I,
2 or 3 days.
but I can call like 3-4 days in front of you. But it makes schedule like to come to pick up another one. That's why it doesn't come another way to pick up.
Well, if you knew you're only a few days from finishing, why haven't you called them already?
I'm gonna, you know how long I call
So you
like
want
this?
a month, okay.
I call like a month and a half, like for this one to come to pick it up. He comes one time, he can get it, and it doesn't come anymore. Still like now.
so. I would say,
But that's only the first, what else you need besides removing the major equipment?
well, per our violation is, he has the equipment there, so as long as it's there without a valid permit. It's a violation, so if it's removed, that's great.
Remove or get permit?
Yeah, if he gets a permit, then yes, then he. And we'd have to include the work that is being used for in the permit. In our permit.
Yes, sir.
Just a quick interjection here, because when we had our hearing with Attorney Kimmel, which was back in, I believe, October. All he asked for was 6 weeks, and he'd have his full permit, and nothing has happened. That comes up in 2 weeks, and that fine is gonna be quite hefty, along with working without a permit, which is a separate violation of state statute. So I'm not trying to enter with your decision, but if you would extend him, then it might make ours extended also. I just want to make sure we're not interfering with each other for commitment, but we have it on the record that he wanted only 6 weeks. And he'd have his full permit, and then we'd all be breathing easy. Okay, do what you have to
So
do.
you have a hearing in 2 weeks.
Give it,
Well, if he doesn't have his permit, you can fine him.
we're gonna, you're right, absolutely.
Okay, so.
In other words, if John says we're gonna give you XYZ to get a permit, well, it sort
No,
of.
I'm
throws
not
us-
giving
Oh,
him to
okay.
get a permit. I'm giving him a month to come back here with a permit or the
Oh,
equipment going.
okay, okay, thank you.
Right.
I just,
Yeah,
right, thank you.
so that's
We have February 1st. That's not quite a month.
even more time.
Alright, we can do, we have
I
the,
want to give him, he says he needs a month, so.
No, it's okay, it's February 1st, it's almost like a month, you know, I'm
That's
gonna
all right.
call him right away.
That's all right. Well, what's the
we
next-
also, we have a hearing date, if it's in your calendar, Mr. Hearing Officer, the 22nd.
22nd of March.
No, February.
Hold on.
We had a quick session. I've been out for a little bit.
All right, that's,
Backlog I got clear up.
that's over. That's what, 6 weeks, 7 weeks?
Yeah, that's, 7, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna give you to February 22nd. So that's plenty of time, I think.
So February 22nd.
Based on what you're telling me, you should have that out of there,
No problem.
or you're gonna have a permit, however you do it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so now my question is, I find you $6,000 in this time, and we're still having a violation. They give you a contingent fine of $15,000. It seems like that's a hell of a lot of money for what you're gonna not make money on this project at some point.
I'm not trying to make money, but I try like to do renovation
I
for
know,
my
but you
kids.
do what you're supposed.
For my
to.
family, I'm not like,
That money could go towards that renovation. That's his point. That's what he's saying. That's.
I'm trying to work with you here, and you got other departments beating you up as well, so. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Violation continues.
Right, John, I have to.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely.
Right,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, good seeing you, buddy.
thank you.
Let's see.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
you
You
got
have what you're supposed to have. Okay, I'm in it.
no problem, sir.
All right, so I gave you a contingent fine of 15,000, but there was some progress. So. Say. Fine. Is now. $10,000. And the contingent fine. Contingent fine.
Next one, there you go. Or the next one after that.
Well, I could be fining you $30,000. I'm gonna just give you a contingent fine of, I'm gonna give you another $15,000 contingent fine. Based on your progress, which I will either waive altogether or. If that's continued. To, what's the date? We're continuing.
The 22nd of February.
2/22/23. Oral notice, you're having notice right now that this is when it's happening. Please do what you have to do. And let's get this project complete and stop pissing off your neighbors. That's not doing you any good.
If I move like the stuff over there and like,
You talk with John, whatever new progress you make, if he tells me,
Let me know when you take things out, I'll come out immediately.
I'm gonna send you pictures.
Perfect.
And when I said like send us like today, I'm gonna send you pictures like later on, like when it's gonna put the
Whatever you
excavator
can.
there.
Shoot me the email and,
And
That's what I'll
did you
do.
send me like email, like
yep, I'll send you this on email.
no, like before for this, what I need look for.
Yep,
permits for-
I'll send, yep, I'll give you a copy. I'll forward that
Yeah,
over to you as
please.
well. You got it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
CC me on that.
And I'll CC you on that as well. You're all set.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, we'll see you in, well, I'll see you
And,
soon.
and like how you said like before, did I miss like any time like hearing you said?
No, you had all the notice for everything. The last time you were here was a few months ago, so you haven't missed anything that I can see.
No.
You haven't, I think you're last in like September or something like that. So yeah, you haven't missed. Yeah, we haven't had anything for you since then.
Oh, okay.
So-
I've been over here in my mess like for the hearing. and
For those
stuff like that.
guys,
Yeah.
not different, not
Oh,
us.
okay. Thank you. Happy New Year.
You got it.
Happy New Year.
Take care.
Just move the rocks. Don't give them easy things to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move the rocks in the corner over there, like inside my property
Let
and
them stop.
dirt, and I'm gonna remove like the excavator.
Do what they want and do it.
Yeah, that's very much it, yeah. All right, man. Take
Happy New
care.
Year.
You got it.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye. Bye.
And this gentleman thinks he's next, by the way, he's rushing up here.
Yeah, he is next. Yes, that is 14 bar June. Yes. Give me 30 seconds here. Steve, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully,
I'm really sorry, gentlemen, but I gotta take a quick break.
we can legally pause that here, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna stop share. We're gonna take a quick break, everybody. Just to. There we go. Okay, everybody, we're back. So we are back and we are on to 14 Bar June Road.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Can we pull up that last one? I don't think I wrote what I needed to.
Out on
On
the, no, back here.
Chestnut Hill.
Yeah.
See if I wrote. Yeah, I didn't write. Either. Equipment. Removed. Where was that?
Well, wait a minute, I'm still trying to get back and follow this myself. Anyway, yeah, 14 board. Okay. The share screen there.
Okay, this is.
No, not that one. Oh, I remember. Yep.
Okay,
Ready to go?
bring it on.
Okay, so. Last time we were here. Oh, do
Notice.
you want to, notice? Yes, we'll do notice. It's not that far, so here we are. So here we have the. Notice of enforcement hearing. For today. To the owner of record. Of 14 Barjune. Via constable service. Giving Constable Bondi some work. Left at the abode. And there is Constable Bondi's signature. And we have the property owner here.
Okay, we find notice.
Very good. So again, this is gonna be my easiest presentation of the
I
day.
gotta swear in the witness.
Oh, that's right. We'll get it.
Jeez.
Or I'll get it. Geez, whatever. Johnny.
Yes.
State your name for the record.
Su nombre para el archivo, Luis Ichiqui,
Raise your hand.
a la derecha.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Jura decir toda la verdad.
Sí.
Very good.
Okay, now.
Now, all right. So. This is gonna be the easiest one I have. So last time we were here. Was on November 30th. At that time. It was, well. While the violation continued, we did not have the interpreter here. Josh was not here,
Yeah.
so
I
therefore,
really have to, I'm so sorry. This is from the last.
oh my, yeah, I was, all right, there. Okay, good, okay. So rather than continue with any evidence or presentation. We just continue to today to get, Josh's kind services for.
All right,
You're
so
gonna come back from Argentina when we need you.
When
you guys need me to, if you guys can put the plane ticket on the expenses.
Right.
He'll be back
I'll be
in-
here.
yeah,
Everyone-
Sudden Bondi will see.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Can't complain about Peter anymore. So, I mean, if you want to explain that to him, what I just said is just that we continued the last hearing because you weren't here.
Yep.
And so,
Bueno, la última sesión se continúa esta por el único motivo que no estaba yo para ayudarlo con la cuestión de la interpretación.
Sí.
O sea, es por lo único que está hoy en día aquí, si no
Ajá.
se podría haber tal vez resuelto en la anterior.
Okay.
so. For the hearing officer in the audience, which is nobody, basically, this was a violation for an expanded driveway and alterations to a deck.
Get pictures.
I do have pictures. Here we go. Here we go. Actually, these are pretty good. We use these. So. This is from, so 14 Barjune is a corner property. This is from the side road. It's over here. And there's the deck and driveway.
Okay.
And that was not there prior. We do have a map, just so I can show. Easier to see sometimes on the map. Basically, what we're looking at is. This is the deck in question. Here.
Okay,
Right here, and here's the new driveway.
gotcha.
Here, this is the
Oh.
existing driveway here,
Okay,
and he's a volleyball guy, so there's a court back there.
right, that's. you don't have
He
any
likes volleyball.
neighbors?
I think that's what the neighbors were initially complaining about, but we have no say in that, so
Tell them what's going on.
there you go.
So, but
Hmm.
wait, because he in the last hearing, so
Yeah.
did we instruct to get a permit for the deck?
Well, those are the instructions from, they've always been,
It's always been.
right.
So did we receive an application for that?
We received a application. Yeah, received an application for the deck, but not for the driveway, because if the driveway. The driveway's legal, then we can permit it, we'll put it in here, we'll approve everything. If it's not, then we have to require that be removed, that's why he has to go. Public
But
Works.
the application for the driveway would start with DPW,
Correct.
and we haven't heard from
You haven't heard
DPW.
Yeah,
Okay.
we haven't heard from Public Works or property owner.
So
And
we have this one pending. So,
pending that, because we gotta know what's with
Pending
the
to-
driveway, yeah,
okay,
we have
alright.
to.
ok, entonces, en la última sesión o la primera vez que se lo citó se le había explicado que había tres problemas distintos.
Ujú.
Uno era, el principal era no haber hecho el deck sin permisos, que nos entregó la aplicación para eso y está pendiente a resolver la cuestión del driveway.
Ujú.
Usted estuvo ayer aquí, ¿no?
Sí,
Y después fue a ingeniería, a
Sí.
DPW.
y ellos dijeron que iban a hablar con usted, con uno de ustedes.
Eso dijeron ayer. ¿Con quién habló?
Solo con el que estaba al frente, dijo que él le iba a dar la información a, creo que es William.
No
Tengo
sé.
mi tarjeta.
Wilbur.
Wilber.
Wilbur.
Sí. Entonces Wilber dijo que va a decir
Que él
que
iba a hablar
llamen
con
o
nosotros.
baje acá para
So he's saying he went to DPW yesterday,
Okay.
and the person at the front said that he was gonna communicate the information to Wilbur, and that Wilbur was gonna contact us
All right,
for the driveway.
for hearing officer, Wilbur is the permit engineer for Public Works. So if you do a driveway or driveway alteration, he's the one that issues the permits.
But we need to deal with the deck first, is what I heard.
We need to do it both. The deck, we could issue a permit on, but the problem is, once we stamp the map with the driveway, we just approve it. So if Public Works says it's okay, we'll do that. If they say it's not okay, we'll still approve the permit for the deck, but we're gonna put a condition on there with the deadline of removal of the driveway. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure what I'm writing here. So he's looking for a deck permit as far as we're concerned.
From zoning perspective, yes.
Yep. And also, we do regulate new driveways, because they have to meet setbacks and all that.
Right, permit for a deck.
Pero me-
And drive.
solo yo lo remodelé el deck, no lo, así estaba así, solo le armé de nuevo porque lo tiramos.
Pero se necesita permiso para eso.
Ujú.
That the issue is that it's a new driveway. And it has to meet all public works standards for a new driveway. That's why we get involved. It was a little
What about
expensive.
things like setbacks and all that crap?
That too, but it
Why are we getting new rules here?
not soon enough. Probably 6-8 months. I know, and I know it's down the record, but that's fine.
Alright, so
But the issue is that if this was his regular driveway and he just expanded it,
yeah, I got it.
it's a new driveway.
Deck is an issue.
That is definitely 100% our, and I'll be very, he did submit an application for the deck that's here.
But that was after we put the deck up.
It's all after that. But, and that's why I do have an ATF permit after that.
Okay, so but it's pursuing now. When are we gonna hear whether the deck is approved or not?
Well, the deck, we
It's not a
can,
variance, is it? It's just.
no, there's nothing involved. No, I'd be.
The
I
deck,
should have packed
it
it.
seems to be compliant, right?
Yeah, it seems to be good. Now, let me double check that.
So if it wouldn't be for the new curb cut that was created,
Right.
it would be pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah, this is, so here's, yeah, they got the setback line on there. It encroaches a little bit. You're allowed a 1-foot encroachment. So that,
I'm just gonna explain that.
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
That what I just said, that
Go for
it
it,
would
yeah.
have been much. Si
Yeah.
usted no hubiese creado el nuevo driveway y solo fuese el deck, esto estaría mucho más simple, porque no tendríamos que esperar la respuesta de ingeniería,
Ujú.
lo podríamos resolver nosotros. Pero
Ok.
nosotros no podemos estampar un plano en donde muestra algo que no fue aprobado por otro departamento.
Oh,
Por eso es que nosotros no podemos proceder a aprobar el deck hasta que se resuelva lo del driveway.
ujú.
Sí, no-
Pero me dijo él que estaba trabajando con un ingeniero. Me
sí, la
dijo,
verdad no sé por qué no avanzó eso. Ahora le pregunto. John,
Yeah.
so he was saying that he thought that we were already working with an engineer from DPW. Do we know what ended up happening? Was that supposed to be on his end that he was
Well, yeah, I mean-
communicating with DPW or?
Right, I mean, all we did was, we said that if the curb cut was legal,
But do we know that DPW is aware of this?
yes, they are
Created
aware,
curb
yeah.
cut,
They're,
okay.
they're aware of that. In fact, they even, I have an email here from, I think, Wilbur. There you go. That's for. From Wilbur, required to submit driveway permit application.
Right.
So that's the thing. Yeah, and I did communicate that there's a new driveway here.
Who's
Like,
Christine?
she's the, like, Wilbur's, like, help
Okay.
assistant.
Alright. Sí, un ingeniero ya estaba trabajando en su aplicación, así que lo mejor sería que trate de cortar la comunicación y o comunicarse directamente con Wilber o preguntar por él la próxima vez que vaya a la oficina y hablar directamente con él.
para que vaya a chequear o con...
Exacto. Lo que necesitaría, ¿usted mismo fue el que hizo el driveway?
Sí,
¿Es de gravel?
solo puse gravel porque ya excavaron todo cuando arreglaron
So there was
se,
no contractor.
se rompió el tubo del baño. Y
Sí.
buscaron por debajo, estaba por debajo del deck, por
Habían
eso lo
excavado.
levantaron el deck.
Is that a requirement, do you know, from the DPW to have a contractor?
Yes,
It is.
yeah.
That could be an issue too, but not really. because
It
it was
could be.
gravel.
Well, no, it could be just the problem is a contractor would, if you do a new driveway, they submit things like stormwater analysis.
Right.
They submit all these
Right.
things. You know, the composite, where it is in relation
Yeah.
to things like, like electrical lines, plumbing lines, sewer lines, things like that.
Right.
That's why the
To
contractor.
keep it
does it.
simple, he
Yeah.
needs a driveway permit with DPW.
Right. He needs a permit.
Necesita este permiso con ingeniería.
Or if they say it can't be done, then we gotta know that.
Yeah,
We'll issue the deck permit with the condition of removing the driveway.
right. Si DPW, si ingeniería le termina diciendo que esa nueva entrada la tiene que quitar y que no estaba permitida agregarla, porque me parece que en algún momento se dijo que estaba muy cerca de la esquina.
Ujú.
Right, I think at
Right.
some point we did get information that it might be, too close to the corner,
Right,
right?
it might be, but that's what the
They need
application is.
to, yeah, they need to
Exactly.
review that.
Yeah,
En ese caso, tal vez podamos avanzar con darle el permiso del
Del
deck con una condición de que eso va a ser arreglado,
Sí,
rectificado.
ajá.
Pero eso necesitamos saber, necesitamos
ingeniero.
información directa de DPW o un permiso. So if we what sort of confirmation would we get if he doesn't get a permit? Just an email would
Yeah,
suffice,
right, just,
saying that
he would
they
just
need to
have-
remove it?
have Wilbur or somebody from Public Works saying. This did not pass because,
Right.
it could be a little email like this.
Por eso, necesitaría comunicarse con Wilber.
Ujú. ¿Y qué lo digo? ¿Que
Que,
necesito un
que
permiso?
necesita o el permiso para el driveway y el curb cut que creó, la nueva entrada, o saber si eso está en falta y lo tiene que sacar. Una de las dos cosas.
Ujú. Y él tiene que chequearlo.
Y usted tendría que ir con un survey de esos, o sea, con lo que necesita preguntarle qué necesito para un driveway permit. Eso es lo que necesita preguntarle.
Ujú. Yo ya fui aquella vez que me mandó él para arriba y él me dijo que hablara con uno de ustedes.
So it seems like there's some back and forth. He's saying that the first time we sent them up there, he said you should talk to Sony.
That's what he said,
Yeah.
that's what, I mean, not him.
He's saying that
Yeah, not him,
Wilbur
yeah.
said that, yeah.
Okay, because he's.
Solo los que revisaron me dijeron,
He's
Parece
never used
bien.
that,
Yeah.
a few months ago.
Pero aquí hay un email de Wilbur. Está en inglés, pero es un email de Wilbur and this email says that he told us on September 8th, el 8 de septiembre, que necesita un driveway permit.
ujú,
Es eso. Necesita una aplicación. Es igual que esto de zoning, pero es de driveways.
ok.
Específicamente para driveways.
Y yo voy a llenar esta
Va a
aplicación.
llenar esa aplicación, le van a pedir una copia de ese survey y le va a decir que es un after the fact, porque ya lo creó el curb cut.
Ujú,
La entrada ya la hizo.
ok. Yo voy a hablar con él.
So what I just told him is that he needs to apply for a driveway permit and verify with them what they need to process or review the application, which will probably be an application just like that one for a driveway and a copy of the survey.
Right,
And that it'll obviously be an after the fact permit.
right. It does, they're gonna review it, and if
Right.
they say at all no, then
Right,
we have to get rid of it.
right. All right,
Okay, so what are we gonna do here?
But I
What's
think,
He's gonna apply for
He
two
has to-
permits?
well, he's got one from us, one from Public Works.
so the
So
deck
from
is
on-
pending.
Okay, so. That's all we're. At this point, all we were worried about.
Yes, we're worried about the deck, but it's also the driveway, because, again, if Public Works,
But if he can have the deck, then that's a different issue if he can't have the driveway.
right,
The
he can-
violation with the driveway, but
right, so really, it's a two-part violation, right?
right.
Yeah, so if you wanna separate it, you can, you can say that. The
Well, how's
deck,
he gonna get the driveway? Is not through you.
it's not through us, but it is, let me try and. Alright, so
Explain
if
it
public.
to me. Tell me what, let's make it
Yeah,
simple
simple, yep,
for this man, yes, to know simply what he has to do.
right, so makes an application to Public Works.
Right to Public Works, yep.
In that application, they're gonna review the newly created driveway.
Okay,
Everything from the curb cut to the to the gravel.
okay,
If it passes all of their codes, he will get a permit.
Mhm.
If he gets that permit, then we let him keep it and we put it on ours. Because we have a review for parking in the front setback.
okay.
At that point, he may have to narrow this a little bit or do a little work to it.
If he doesn't get a permit, he's gonna
If
not have the
they-
driveway.
Correct. If Public Works says no driveway, then we will give him the deck permit still, regardless, he's going to get the deck permit.
Okay, so he's
But it's a
applying
matter
for-
of,
Who's he applying to the deck permit?
that's us. And building, obviously.
So his simple job is he applies for driveway permit and a deck permit. That's what he's gotta do.
Correct.
And how long is all this gonna take? How much time does he need?
But that may be something, Josh, how long would for them to get at least the application to Public Works? How many, you can ask him how much he thinks he would.
¿En cuánto tiempo piensa que va a poder comunicarse con Public Works y entregar la aplicación con los materiales?
Arriba.
Sí,
Yo vengo el viernes.
he's saying he'll come on Friday to apply for the permit.
Okay, for Public Works, okay,
And the zoning, the deck permit, it's already,
he already has,
okay,
this is what started it all, this is what started it all.
okay, so then. When are they gonna, are you gonna approve this deck permit? Are you waiting?
It will, we have to wait for Public Works,
Okay,
I'll be very honest, I'll put it on the record. We could approve the deck itself, we could approve that right now,
so what are you waiting for?
the driveway.
Why? Why can't you approve it without? the
Because
driveway?
it's on the, because it's on the
Right, because if
survey.
they say it can be approved, we have to apply our front setback rules and have this adjusted.
Okay, so we're gonna,
But if they say no, then that's a moot point, he has to get rid of it and we'll just get rid of the deck.
okay,
There's no sense in us telling him he has to reduce the driveway if it may be not allowed to begin.
okay. So. He's applying for driveway and zone, the deck was, we're gonna wait till we hear about the driveway.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. How much time does he need to get the driveway permit?
It depends on how soon DPW sends it to us for sign up. I'm not sure because they first received the applications. If I would have to guess, I would probably say anywhere from 3 to 5 business days, they send them to us.
Okay, so. When's our next hearing?
Our very next one's February 1st.
Oh, that's enough time.
Nice, a little over 3 weeks.
All right, good. All right, let's do this.
No, you need the, I think I may have.
So I'm gonna have to go because
Yeah.
they're waiting for me outside since 4:30.
Could have put him on sooner.
Well, I didn't think 291 was gonna take that long.
But that's fine, so just wanna make sure, so he's gonna be on the next hearing,
February 1st, yep.
but tiene que venir a la próxima, el 1 de febrero,
And he has to have the,
Gonna have a contingent fine of $1,000 if he doesn't do anything. Otherwise,
va a haber una multa contingente, que quiere decir que no es que está todavía, digamos, oficial, sino que puede llegar a ser de $1,000.
Okay.
¿Ok? Es solo contingente de que no resuelva los problemas. No
Oh,
quiere decir que sea una multa de $1,000, sino que puede llegar a ser de $1,000.
está bien.
So, 3 o'clock
3 o'clock, yep.
a
Well,
las
same
3
as this, yeah.
a las 3 de la tarde.
Okay. Yo si tengo tiempo, yo vengo mañana mismo para la
Sí, cuanto
aplicación de
antes
eso
mejor.
y hablo con.
Con Wilber.
Ujú,
Ujú. Sí, cuanto antes le entregue la aplicación, mejor.
ujú.
Porque más tiempo le da a ellos
¿Y,
para.
y quién va a chequear eso? ¿O solo
Ellos nos la
chequean
van a
eso?
enviar a nosotros.
Oh,
Una vez que ellos revisan su aplicación y la firman, y
Sí,
para
que-
ellos está bien, nos las envían a nosotros para que la firmemos nosotros.
ellos solo miran ahí.
Van a mirar eso exactamente.
Oh,
Tal vez le pidan algo más, no sé, por eso es que tiene que ir con ellos.
ujú.
you gotta give him notice for February 1st, he's gotta come back.
Yeah.
Violation continues, he's to apply for driveway approval, if approved, that can be approved. $1,000 contingency fine. Okay,
Está notificado que tiene que volver, la falta sigue vigente hasta que tiene que venir a la próxima sesión, que va a ser el 1 de febrero, y hay una multa contingente de $1,000.
Okay.
Contingente a resolver el permiso para el deck y el permiso para el driveway.
Y si ya tiene todo ese permiso.
No, ahí ya
¿Tengo que
sería que
pagar o
está
no?
resuelto, claro, eso sería el progreso de que necesita hacer.
Okay.
Más que eso, hasta el 1 de febrero no va a poder hacer.
Está bien.
Después van a haber siguientes pasos, que sería para cerrar el permiso.
Está bien. Gracias.
¿Ok? No hay problema.
Good. All set.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Gracias.
Gracias.
Nos vemos, hasta luego.
Okay.
Si necesita ayuda mañana, me puede venir a buscar.
Está bien. Yo le vengo a buscar.
No hay problema.
Gracias.
Hasta luego.
You're all set, buddy. Thank you.
Then I go.
Thank you, yes. Thank you as always.
Josh, good luck.
Jerry, well, it's really nice to meet you, and hopefully when I come back, you guys are still here.
Already started over, I said, I haven't fired us yet.
Maybe I'll help with another language, right?
Hey, Josh.
Okay, let's clean this mess up. There's my orders, there's my.
That's my good. This one. This is what I want. Right, okay. The service is getting right.
People back in the room again, huh?
Yeah.
But the guests aren't allowed, it says, but you let in a couple guys that were not.
Well, he's gotta let me know first.
No, it says on your thing. No other members of the public are permitted to attend in person. Planning and zoning department only, for litigants only. Those guys still
Oh.
qualify.
I was just, it was public, they're beyond public, so, all right, now I gotta change that's on, yeah, it's on the, you're right, it's on the agenda, so it's gotta be accurate. You're right, you're right.
I didn't want to kick him out, but
I think, not gonna lie, I think Bill would have stayed even if he kicked him out or not. They can't- He wasn't gonna let that one go.
yeah. Go in the other room and get on the computer.
Yeah. What, you tempted him, you might have done it, you know.
Let's just get it to say the right.
Yeah, I'll try, I'll delete that, so.
Little hiccups, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, no,
It's still smoother than when you weren't.
oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a few more, but. We can, some of these you can probably whiz through, to be honest.
Three more, that was 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
We don't usually run that long.
When's our reservations at, wherever we're going?
Susquehanna.
Oh, then that's a good restaurant, I've been there before, it's a good place. Okay. So let me get rid of this guy here. All right. No, let's keep going if we got nobody on the share. Nope, okay, good to go. All right, let's do that one. 349 Martin Luther King Boulevard. Actually, if I may drop a little hint, these next couple. I rarely do this. We're gonna swing for the fences. That's a previous decision form. And. That is the. No.
Wow. He's bumping up to the limits of the fire. Wow.
Yeah. They hate to do it, but
All right, let's
let's get the old notice out of the way here. The old housekeeping. So here's the owner of record getting known a notice for today's hearing. And this is Constable Bondi's delivery. As an added nugget, apparently he went to school, apparently he told me, with the owner's son, apparently.
Okay.
Well, all right, that's bar trivia knowledge there.
Right, okay, so I find notice here.
Yeah, so let's go to the previous hearing form here. You notice a pattern on October 22nd, 26th, sorry. The owner was not here again, but would guess a notice was found. And the fine was increased to $10,000 assessed. The item was moved to the December hearing, which was subsequently moved to today, which is why we sent notice. So, another easy presentation. Got 3 photos here, hot and fresh off the presses from this morning, actually around noon time, so that's closer you're gonna get to the hearing. First photo shows of the property, a large trailer, commercial
You
trailer.
was here last time?
Was that, no, probably not. I don't believe it was. I can see. I don't believe it was. It may have been if it was. I don't think it was that close to the road though. Let's see. Yeah, it was, okay. It wasn't as close to the road. I don't know. It looks like a little push in a little bit.
Okay,
Then it was there.
all right.
And photo number 2 from this morning. Looks like the Olympic rings, but those are all considered materials and
What's this stuff here?
oh, yeah. Again, it might be slightly different, and maybe a few more little piles, the excavator, but generally there. And my last photo,
Here's one.
3. It's under here right there. And again, lit up like a Christmas tree there.
So nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed in my eyes, and as irritated as I sound, nothing has changed for several months. Things may have been moved around, but the way I look at it, they're moved around because they're being used.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's
This is your old stuff.
actually,
You took these today,
yeah, those 3 today. Yeah, those 3 right there.
and they're fair and reasonable depiction of what you've seen.
Yeah, they are very fair.
Okay, I'm gonna find these as a full exhibit.
Okay, and
Hearing no objection.
yeah, I don't hear anything. Fair enough.
Well, this is gonna be
Yeah, so just to put a bow on it, I'm looking to up this fine because I wanna get this to our law department to send this to Stanford Superior Court and get the lien procedure started. They need a high number, that's why, they only go for the big, like I said, they go for the fences.
Okay. Violation. Say the same thing I wrote. Continues apace,
Yeah, pace, that's a good way to put it, I like that.
no progress. No defense. Fine increased. 2. Let's see, I've got, how much I got to work with here. At 23, and it's already at 10. I can double it,
I think, yeah, I think that's a fair,
$20,000.
and I think that'll be enough to move the needle for,
10 didn't, why would?
oh, no, I meant for the law department.
Yeah.
I have no intention on the, I just wanna get to the point where the law department, oh, okay, maybe we'll actually take this one.
If we wait another month, we would still only have 30.
Yeah, barely 30, so I think law department will take that 20.
Continue to when?
I'll be honest, it's gonna take about a month because they gotta wait. Oh, what the heck is it? I wanna say 15 days to actually bring it to court. So having it in on the first wouldn't do anything,
Why don't
so,
we give it 2 months, and then if they don't act, we'll have enough to really pump it up.
no, even more, yeah. I'm still gonna send it to,
Yeah, but.
I'm still gonna send it to them. So that would be the 22nd. We already did one for that, yeah.
2/22, 23. Need notice.
No problem.
Okay, so that'll,
Again, I'll say it on record, I think this one is one of the few ones I believe is a personal affront to our office and. Like,
well, I'm
he's not, nothing's doing
I'm
anything.
not ruling when you're personal.
I know, but I just saying, it's why I'm
Treat it
taking,
like anybody else.
so I'm taking a little more of a direct approach with this one, put it that way.
Oh, that's what you recommended.
Hey, look at that.
We're on the same page.
That's scary, actually, especially for you, that's not good. All right. Constable service, photos. And that, there we go.
Everything here.
And we're gonna get, this next one is gonna be a little wash, rinse and repeat of what we just did.
Which is.
That's gonna be 4A Laura Street. And. There's the previous one.
Go off the record for a second, I want to check in with my wife.
I can do that, so let's go, we have to stop share. Hang on 1 second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I take a very quick break there, but that's happens in the business. All right, so we are on to 4A Laura Street. And there we go, perfect. So I got a previous decision form there and the memo for today.
Start with the notice.
We can do that. Yeah, there you go. So notice we have here the owner of record. Hoder Kaminsky and Edrita Bortel. I butchered those, I know that.
Yeah, it's okay.
For a Laura Street, got today's hearing date and time. This was delivered by Constable Bondi on 12:30. An interesting note there, occupant
Yeah, it's-
refuses to open the door, so to me, that says,
Yeah.
they may know. They may have an inkling on something, so, that's it for notice.
Okay,
And
what has happened since the last time?
yeah, no, this is the last time we were here was on October 26th. Well, you were here, I was not. And it was continued to December. That was pushed to today, hence the notice. Total $9,000 fine assessed.
Let me see what the violation is.
Okay, I can do that. Violation is. Kind of wish the guy from Guy from Harriet Street stuck around. It's a very similar situation. Initial violation is a inquiry from the fire marshal's office.
Oh,
And so, there we go. Nah, I got it, I'll get it, there we go. And that's actually a nice, I did a history on this because the fire marshal wanted it, so that's fine. I normally don't do that.
so in 2014.
Yeah.
They were gonna do a civil action. Did they do that?
I'm glad you asked. Well, whether they did or not, my assumption is they did not, because the farthest they got, and this is available at City Hall, anyway, at room 129. That was the letter which was sent by Corporation Counsel to the property owner indicating that they would be going to court. That is the last correspondence that I have from that 2014 file here in zone.
That was a $2,500 fine was all they could have said.
Right, that's per the cease and desist state regulations,
Oh, okay.
that, because this is a different process back
I
then.
got you, okay.
And but the reason I did attach it is because it's the same violation. It's the same. For an
So
illegal,
they didn't seize or desist or anything. It's still going on since 2014.
still going.
Okay.
And, I asked, checked our attorneys that we currently have. I would also be within my right just to pick up this file where it left off, just have to send a new notice. Because nothing was done. So,
If you wanna do that,
well, no, I just figured, oh, no, I'll just do the from when they inquired back in January, that's. Because this is a different process, I don't wanna.
right, so when is this come in front of us the first time? Gonna meet?
In front of you, the first time would be, let me get back to my. Let's see, your citation was sent and the hearing on. Sometime in June, hang on, that's what it would be, and I get the exact date. June
27th, no, June 28th.
June 28th, maybe the first time.
So this has been going on since June 28th.
Right.
Then we have August 5th. We have a hearing, no, August 30th. 8:30 at a hearing. And at that hearing, I said,
That was October, I can get the August.
this is the June 17th.
No, that's the October, I got the August right here. August 30th.
June 17th, I said. There was already a fine assessed.
Yes, there was,
I thought the first time it was June 26th.
that was the first, right, that was the first, time in front of the hearing law, in front of us here, correct.
Then how did I already have a $6,000 fine?
That was
That's
issued,
October.
that was done, yeah, and that $6,000 fine was issued in August.
So, do we
Here we
have-
go, August, yep,
There's the June one.
I'll get back there.
Okay, you go in order.
Sure. June 28th. No violation, no fine, sorry.
Sorry, fine. June 28th. No fine, okay. That makes more sense. And I got August 31. I got $3,000 fine. Okay, no progress. Then we continued it to October. In October. No signs of any progress or response. The contingent 3,000. No, it wasn't even contingent, 3,000. Now we got a 10/27. We've got no progress or response. And so we raised the fine 6,005 assessed today. Doesn't be previous.
Sorry, it's. It was $6,000,
Assessed today in addition.
right, an additional
6,000 total equals 9,000.
9,000,
Up to
that's-
9,000 in October.
correct.
Okay. Now, let's see what's going on. Since October, I assume there's been progress.
No,
Okay.
there has not been, I haven't gotten so much as a phone call or a missed call from the
No
property.
response and no progress.
No. I haven't. Even if they had a phone call, you at least consider that they give it on.
Okay, so I doubled the fine. Wow.
I think.
Quickly run into that.
That's-
Keep doubling.
I'll be honest with you, that's kind of what I'm hoping for, because I guess I think the threshold for the law department to take, and this is just me, they haven't told me this, but I think it's just me. That $15,000 to $20,000 range is when they, anything below that, I don't think they'll take. I think they'll take it, like that's what I was saying, for wash, rinse and repeat of Martin Luther King.
All right, let's do it.
Thank God. And I'm a little more apt for this one because it's an illegal apartment. Like at least, on Martin Luther King, it's a big open yard. It's not.
Okay, so let's look at this. We continue it, if I go to 18. Then in 2 months, I'll have another 10, get to 30,
What's the max now, curiosity?
30, so I could get to 40. So,
Well, that's what if I may just suggest, that's the maximum. You could easily go to 25 right now if you
Yeah.
wanted to,
yeah,
or 20 even right now if you wanted to.
that'll,
And as I,
I hate to do more than doubling. Double here, so I could go to 18. Yeah,
well, 18,
20 is,
yeah, I'd make even 20 and then, but even if it was 18, I would still probably at least. Put the bait out there to see if they'll take it
I'd give it
upstairs.
20.
All right,
Let's go to 20 and.
that's
see
a
if-
nice number though.
All right, maybe they'll like that, if not.
We'll come back.
In 2 months, it'll be 30.
Right, no, yeah,
Oh, no, it'll be 40.
could be 40, yeah, in 2 months, it's not only 5,000 a month.
Yeah, so in 2 months, I got another 10 and I've left.
Oh, yeah, there, yeah, it's left a little on the,
10 here.
left a little on the bone, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
All
okay,
right,
okay, so there's my,
we're gonna try this one, there you
okay. They're not doing anything else, they're just continuing what they're doing.
go. Right,
It's not like they're bringing in more equipment, I get contracted.
right, right,
Violation continues. No progress. No response. These are words from last time.
oh, everything, that was quick.
Oh, you're really anxious to get out of here.
No, well, I heard there's a good restaurant opening tonight, so I wanted to make sure I got there.
No progress, no response. Okay. $9,000. Prior. Assessed. Fine. Raised. Now. To $20,000. Exclamation point. Geo. Continued. 2, so I want to give him 2 months so I can get him
All
another.
right, so that'd be March. We have March 15th.
3/15/2023. Need those.
Yep.
Okay, that doesn't wake him up. I don't know why. Well,
I'm gonna kind of go with Peter on these, this one and see exactly what he sees. Do they actually come to the door or do they just have the door open or I don't know? And I'm kind of interested to see what he sees.
at some point they should get a lawyer at this place.
I think, yeah, it's a very good idea. And then I'll do like this. Here,
This is 1. Over. 23. Ditto. Up to $20,000. We'll save these notes for my next hearing, so.
right? Here. Like that first, that's here.
I'm just left with
Well, we are left with one. I'm gonna leave it totally up to you, how you want to approach. I'm gonna do a quick share screen. Let's see. Oh, nope, I want that. There we go. And I'm gonna do a quick share screen with this. Oops, where'd it go?
I don't know.
Where did I go? Am I over here? Hey, there I am. Okay. Share screen. We're gonna share this one. So what I want to do is I want to go to the. Just so the whole world can see this. And I'll leave it up to you once I get here, whether we want to keep going or not. Let's try. Perfect. So. What I can do here is I can look up to see, because these people live in West Hartford,
The owners.
the owners, correct? And when we got the original notice back, it took several months to get it back. So what I'm doing, I'm looking up the tracking number to see if they actually got it. Because people could get it, in this case, what happened was they got it, they just didn't give it to the mailman to bring it back. But that's why the initial complaint for this next one we're doing, the initial complaint came in January. And I haven't been able to do, January or February, something like that. And I haven't been able to move on. This is the first time I've been able to at least send the citation.
Wow.
Because I just got the green card back and we can't send, well, we could. I don't know how much we're gonna pay them, but we could send Peter up there, I guess, but
Well, they have marshals up there.
they do, but I always want to use that as a last resort, to use
I mean, you
another,
just call marshal right there, sit down and deliver it, another $50.
Could.
Wouldn't send Piero.
I mean, I like Peter, I mean, I give him more money, but at the same time, it's the budget.
You got a guy right there to do it, but.
Yeah, I just,
In any event, this is where we are.
yeah, so I was gonna,
So we got notice at this point?
well, I'm gonna type in the tracking number here.
Okay.
And see if they have the in-hand service. And then if they do, I was gonna respectfully ask the hearing officer if we'd like to continue.
Fair enough.
So I will do. Where is the tracking? Where the heck?
On the bottom left.
This is good. See, I have this saved as a bookmark on my desktop. So I normally don't have to do this route. That's just an excuse. I couldn't find it. Let's see. Let's see what it says, and if it doesn't say. Hand delivered, then we just won't listen to it today. We won't do it. 2 1 1970 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 7 4 4 4. Oops, okay, why did it do that? I don't know. We're gonna track it. Moving through network, so it hasn't even. It just got to Hartford today, Jesus. All right, never mind. I said, I don't know how it just got to Hartford now, I sent it before Christmas. Anyway,
So we can't do anything.
Nope.
All right.
nope, I was just taking a chance that if it did say. Handed to individual. Then I could make the argument that, hey, they got it, but they're not here. So it hit, yeah, sneak preview. This will be on next time. This will this will be here.
This I don't like, this contract we do. I'm not gonna have any leverage next time.
Well, we'll put this, well, wait, what's the, hang on, let me get to the, come on. Hey, where'd it go? There we go. We're gonna do stop share. There we go. All right, folks, we're done for today. Good to be back. We will see you on February 1st. And
I'll be back